Good day, good people, on the fine day in the year of the paradigm. Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, the Anomal Cars. You know me as the man who is excited because we are one step closer. We are within 1 week of Ticket to Paradise. So, without further ado, there is one thing that I have to announce to start this show. Both Yuri and Crazy Yoko Extra Large went to General Manager Makoto's office. They said they want to stay as far away from Clover and Mew as possible. They've seen them backstage. Yuri, from what I've been told by Makoto, has been resisting the urge to fight them backstage, to fight them outside of a sanctioned match. So they need to stay separated because Yuri's done doing things the wrong way. XL agreed with that sentiment, saying essentially wants to do Kazuichi proud and wants to start doing things the right way as well. Makoto said he loved that they're trying to do things right and he would do anything to protect his brand of Inferno. And so, there's gonna be a match at Ticket to Paradise, and there's some stipulations for the winners to ensure that these two teams don't tear each other apart, because Makoto believes that even after this coming Saturday, after that match ends, they still will have hot heat. These two teams will be separated by brands. The winning team gets to choose which brand they go to, Inferno or Fracture. The other team will go to the other brand. And most notably, this, I guess, supposed ban, or I guess the supposed separation will be for the entirety of 2025. And the most important thing, or I guess the two most important extra stipulations, Makoto said, to ensure that there is no collaboration, you guys don't meet up again at Rebellion, the losing team is banned from Rebellion for the rest of the year. And as if this match didn't mean enough, both winners will have a championship opportunity of their choice in June. Whether that be they both go through separate singles channels, maybe one goes for the All-Star Championship, or the Fight Forever Championship, or the AEWE Championship, or they just stick together and say, hey, let's go after those tag team titles together. That will be official. There's a lot of power hinging on this match to ensure that there is no dispute of what happens. It will be no holds barred tag team elimination. They're gonna get it all out of their systems at Ticket to Paradise. That match has so much so much harboring for the future, or rather the summer of the AEWE. Yuri could be a champion, Crazy Yoko Extra Large could be a champion. On the other hand, we could see Clover as champion, or Mew as champion, or whoever wins, they could just both lose their championship matches. But it will be the last time these two teams who have grown to hate each other will be together for 2025. And that losing team, losing out on being on Rebellion, so much happens on Rebellion. A lot happens at Rebellion. Not being on Rebellion hurts. It hurts your career. Essentially, you're being subjected to only appearing once a month at Inferno or Fracture. And let's say you miss an Inferno, that's a whole nother month where you're not there. That's all very important. That is all extremely, extremely important. So that match has the highest of stakes for the future and the careers of those involved, because they can't keep each other's hands off of them. And at this point, I know, because they have signed the contract. Clover and Mew are excited. They're saying, oh, we can take them out with ease. The last time they had a brawl of that kind of velocity, let's be real, Clover and Mew took the W. They both targeted XL, and XL took the pinfall. That happens this time, they're gonna have to beat Yuri too. It's no holds barred. It's tag team elimination, and it's gonna be chaos. That being said, that's in the future. We have a whole night ahead of us tonight. Ticket to Paradise, the card is looking crazy, and tonight we're getting a little taste of that card. We have both golden ticket matches full and both golden ticket matches. Now, all the participants, 2 big gauntlet matches, and that will both start and end our show outside of Hammer Time. And of course, we got the Great Gozu versus Wario. Very recently, we saw Skull versus Waluigi. Tonight, we're seeing the Great Gozu versus Wario, and of course, this time Merrin will actually fight, and will fight tonight against Hu Tao just 6 days before the fated tag team encounter in their trilogy. I don't know if we got anything else to say at this point. Ticket to Paradise is right there. We got ourselves, it feels like a 13-14 match card. I'm excited for it. But I guess you guys have just been excited to see who will come out to answer the open challenge tonight. Last Friday, or I guess a couple days ago, we saw Skeletor in what was a back and forth, but it ended with Skeletor being the most dominant figure we've seen in a long time. The barricade is only broken, I believe, 2 times in the AWE, and the second time just happened via Skeletor with a power slam to a 500-pound penguin through the barricade. Let's see who else fights tonight as the stars go. Black. Because out first is the King.
The following is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making his way to the ring from out of this world. Weighing in at 500 pounds.
King Dedede. A legend in his own right. You love to see him. You know him, you love him. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Standing on in there. Hey, you know what? I think he could do it. I think he could do the whole thing. I think he'll win this match. I say that, but I have no idea who he's fighting. Like, last time we saw Skeletor, he beat Skeletor essentially for the first leg of that match, and then Skeletor went crazy. Skeletor's turned on sicko mode. Will the person today also have a sicko mode switch?
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 231
Leon Kennedy? Hold on.
Leon S. Kennedy.
Yeah, that's Resident Evil 4's Leon. Oh, that man's has been through it, and now he's going through the curtains and on to the AWE stage, fighting King Dedede at Rebellion. We've seen characters from franchises all over the place, but I think this is it's either our first or second Resident Evil character taking the ring here in the AWE. A lot of confidence, a lot of seriousness out of Leon right now. I don't know. I think King Dedede might need to be a little bit afraid. We'll see how this all plays out. It is the King who's just leaning on the ropes like, yeah, I'm 500 pounds of penguin. I'm not afraid. Jessica calling this as the night begins. Kick to the gut. Leon. Oh my gosh, that wasn't even a stomp. He used his knee to drive the head of Dedede into the mat. I don't think I've seen that from anybody. Has him on the ropes. Has him, oh, wait a minute. Cutter! After leaning Dedede on the ropes and rolling senton. Leon's got some moves. Well, but he may have misjudged that distance. May have is an understatement. He certainly misjudged it, and now King Dedede is showing what it means to be 500 pounds of penguin. All that weight, able to turn Leon around, toss him over the top rope, and a punch right to the jaw. But Leon able to fire back. Off the ropes, lands, throws Dedede, and a knee, rocking the beak of the Kang. Sacrificing that arm. And trying to not arm, I suppose wing is probably the more correct term as he goes after the knee of Dedede. Going for that knee strike again, driving that head in, but Dedede knew it was coming this time. Lifting up Leon able to get out of it, goes after the knee of Dedede again, saying, hey, 500 pounds, if I take out your knee, you can't stand at all. You can't stand, you can't fight, you don't have a knee, you really can't kick out. You gotta just get the shoulders up, and that might be tough for Dedede, and it might be tough for Dedede now. What is he doing here? Oh, is he going for a suplex into the, no, oh my gosh! Innovative move by Leon, who's crushing Dedede right now. I've never seen that thing. That thing. I'll try to balance himself off of the back of Dedede and go for a senton right afterwards, but Dedede incensed. Reversing that signature, and now Dedede trying to build it up himself. Dragon. But able to get out of it. Dedede survives. But Leon, it seems like he has a good read on the King. King Dedede wants to clobber, but I want to also point out not a single soul has picked up a sledgehammer thus far. And once again, we've seen him do this once before. Off the rope suplex, and he's right there right afterwards. Jumps back in, Dedede ready for him. Going for a slam, no. Lifts him up on the shoulder, instead drops him neck and arm first onto the ropes and goes for the pinfall. Both of these gentlemen, oh, count of two. I was going to say, both of these gentlemen in this fight have been utilizing the ropes unlike anything. And this is a hammer time match. There's still plenty of hammers under the ring, but not a single soul using them. What's Dedede thinking? Ooh, after the leg. Saying, hey, you hurt my leg, I'll destroy yours. Leon kips up. Oh! Did you see the velocity that Dedede came back and whipped back? He is able to kick out, but boy is he hurting. Shot to the back. Going for a power bomb, 500-pound power bomb. You see all the ropes shake after that. As Leon's looking to get the first weapon. A slide in, slide out, sledgehammer in hand. Tried to hit Dedede, but Dedede knocks it out of his hand as he gets into the ring. Ooh, and again. But I want to point out Leon now has a finisher. If he wants to use it, Dedede could be in incredible danger. Looks like he's not going for it, at least not at this point in time, unless he has a top rope finisher. That's the thing with all of these competitors who we've never seen compete in the AWE. You don't know what's in their wheelhouse, and that's why the open challenges can be so difficult. You never know what to expect as, oh, Leon's calling for him to get up. Fingers pointed like guns. Looked for a stomp, it looked like, from the top ropes, but instead, King Dedede was going for that hammer. Leon able to stop him, catches him. Oh my god, that strength is unheard of. He handled Dedede like he was nothing. Two count, trying to sneak resiliency on him. If he were to burn that off early, I don't know what Dedede would have been able to do, but I'll tell you what. Dedede is in a very strong position, still having his signature and his finisher. Tossing him in against the rope, going for a spear, it looked like. But Leon able to counter. This time he rolls through in a double no kick right to the jaw. Right to the beak, and now Dedede with no resiliency may be in dire straits. He is, that's three. He is, and that's three. Now, I'd like to point out King Dedede does still have resiliency, but he was not able to use it last time. The bar was not filled up enough. Dedede's got some work to do if he's going to come back in this bout. But now he's looking to hurt Leon. Punches him right in the face, and again punch to the face, and 3 shots to the draw as he goes tumbling down hard outside the ring. Stepping over that top rope. Tried to bash him with that sledgehammer. Instead, going for the pinfall outside. Jessica's going to have to run into position. But Leon able to kick out before she even gets a hand down for one. Now, here's the thing. That would all change if King Dedede is able to hit that finisher. Kipped up. And tossed to the side. Still, surprisingly enough, only one sledgehammer brought in. And, oh, he's trying to end it outside here. Kick to the gut. Pump handle position, pump handle. Ooh, twisting face buster. Dedede down for 1 for 2, and that is resiliency burned on the Big Bird. Leon knows that he kind of didn't need that because he's already up 1, but that would have made it so much sweeter for it to be over right here and now, but not the case. Dedede trying to fight back, tossing Leon to the side. Gets a sledgehammer in his hand. But oh my gosh! The speed of that shot. Lifting up and into a suplex. Leon manhandling Dedede. But Dedede fires back, raged up. Lifts him up, bear hug position, trying to snap the back of Leon, but Leon able to slide his way out of it, fight and claw and tooth and nail his way out of this. Roll through and ooh! Yo, I'm not sure if Dedede knows where he is. He's able to stand up though, but he goes face first again into the mat. Leon is looking like $1,000,000 right now as a shot to the gut of Dedede. Dedede rolls out of the way. Able to knock that out of his hands though, but too fast is Leon. Goes for a nasty combination, slam down into an armbar. Trying to dislocate, maybe separate the wing of Dedede, but he's just too strong. A couple shots to the head sees Leon stay down. Again, Dedede's tossing Leon. I'm not sure if Dedede wants to be near any of these corners after what happened last week. And by last week, I mean this past Friday. He ended up going through the barricade himself. Maybe he wants to do that to somebody else instead. No, just tossing Leon into the steps. He's backing up a little bit. Now he's kind of climbing over the steps over and over again. Leon rolling out of the way, realizing Dedede had a moment of indecision. Ugh! Yo, that was just a mean knee. He just said, hey, taste my knee real quick. Bam! The bones of the knee, but oh, look at this! Oh, hold on a minute. Into position. 1, 2. Leon steals that last pin on King Dedede.
Here is your winner.
Once again, Leon, although bleeding at the end of this, looked like $1,000,000. Dedede was not able to get a finisher off on him. And Leon was able to overcome, power through, and just, I don't want to say embarrass Dedede, but he owned him. In fact, Dedede's kind of been owned twice in the past 3 days. Skeletor, at the very end, switched into sicko mode. This time, Leon walked in as sicko mode. Saw some moves we've never seen here in the AWE. That is an innovative superstar, and who knows? Maybe, just maybe, we'll see him again as the stars go. Black. Leon Kennedy. That's the name we might have to watch. That being said, it's time for our first of 2 gauntlet matches, and these are standard gauntlet matches, which means if you want to win this thing, you gotta go the distance. I'm excited to find out just who will win this thing. All the gentlemen who are assigned to the golden ticket match. I'm talking Gin, I'm talking Majima, I'm talking Freddy, I'm talking Von Lycan, Robbie, and Golden are about to start tonight as the stars go. Black. Tell them about that gauntlet match.
The following contest is a gauntlet match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring.
That's right.
When 1 superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, or disqualification. The match continues until 1 superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner.
And let's see who's starting this bad boy off. It is at number 1 in the 6-person gauntlet. Are you ready for Freddy? And here's the thing, it is all about when you enter. Just like it could be about when you enter in that Elimination Chamber golden ticket match. We'll see how this all plays out, but tonight, Glamrock Freddy looks to try to run the gauntlet. Can he do it? He is our superstar. He is a rock star. He's Glam Rock Freddy, and I believe it could happen. It could happen. The thing is, I don't know who he's gonna start against, because if he starts against like Golden, he might have one heck of a fight. I'm sorry, if he's gonna start off against any of them, he might have one heck of a fight. Not for nothing. I was gonna say Majima and Golden are the ones to really watch in this thing, but don't count out Gin, who's had an all-star performance. When he had a fatal 4-way match, Gin was able to pick up the sneaky victory. This is different. This is a gauntlet match, and admittedly, Freddy and Gin have a little bit of history. They were in another fatal 4-way match not too long ago, where Freddy kind of decimated all competitors, Gin included. Gin, it looked like, had like the roughest bout in that, and now they're gonna share the same ring at Ticket to Paradise, and to be fair, they might share the same ring tonight, especially if, no boy, it's the AWE OC champion. We talk about it, that he's one of the best. If there's anyone who I think could run the gauntlet, it's Golden. That being said, if we get numbers like this, draws like this, it's gonna be hard to run the Elimination Chamber as well. But he walks in unfazed.
Weighing in at 228 pounds, the prestigious Dragon Champion, Showstopper
Golden
Goldman.
1v1 against Glam Rock Freddy to start off this gauntlet match. If he wins, he's got to go up against either Von Lycan, Gin, Majima. There's a lot of folks that he still has to go up against. And even making it through Freddy is no small task. Not for nothing. And Robbie Rotten had a career-making performance in that gauntlet match. Came in at number 17, but was hanging in there with some of the toughest in the division. Was able to earn a spot after failing in his triple threat match. Tonight, though, he may have to go toe-to-toe with Golden. Golden, the true test of the AWE OC division, could be walking out with Golden Ticket in just 6 days' time. We'll see if it happens. I'm looking forward to this. I think this Golden Ticket match, it could cook. We got some pretty nice competitors, at least fun competitors with fun movesets, including Glam Rock Freddy, including Golden, as they look to go toe-to-toe 1v1 right now. The bell is rung. Jessica's calling this. Freddy in charge first, drops Golden right on the back of his neck. And here's the thing, if I were in this match, I'd want to start first. And let me talk to you about it. I want to start first, and I want to like get through most of the competition. I want to make sure I am in the ring with everybody at least one time before Golden Ticket. I don't know if I want to win this one, but being familiar with your opponents, as Freddy's able to step out of the way of that drop kick, being familiar with your opponents makes all the difference. You lose to someone on one night, you're familiar with their game the next time you fight. A lot of that is why I'm thinking, hey, maybe Rinka is also thinking, hey, I know what Hina's all about now. I know she's got grit. I know that she's tough. I know what she can do in this ring. I'm kind of low-key hoping we see that 1v1. Again, Rinka versus Hina. Right now, that's scheduled for 1v1 at Ticket to Paradise as Golden hits a reversal. Glam Rock Freddy. Ooh, hold on. Little too tall, and Glam Rock Freddy he was behind him. Rare miscalculation from Golden. Now here's the thing, Golden is just he's just a guy. He is up against a massive animatronic. He is a wielder of Keyblades. But I'll tell you what, I don't know, is Glam Rock Freddy like a wielder of a spirit or something? I'm not sure what he is, but I'll tell you what, it's gonna be an interesting match for one. And just one. Golden, I think, realized he's going to have to change his game as he's going up against the massive heap of metal that is Freddy. Was Golden ready for Freddy? We can only say yes if he actually ends up winning this one. But right now, oh wait, no, he's not done yet. What is he going for here? Big knee strike to the face of the Glam Rock animatronic. And off the ropes, moonsault. Picture perfect, but again, Freddy's still not stunned. But Golden not holding back. With a wheelbarrow, neck breaker. Perfection. And the pin. 1. But after that incredible combination, that sequence of moves, it was just a count of 1. As Golden goes up high, begging for Freddy to get up. Ooh, tried to go for the knees, but landed on the knees. And I'll tell you what, the last thing you want to do before Ticket to Paradise is get faced with an injury as he drops Golden with a crossroads, and again, a crossroads. And one more time with a crossroads right onto the head of Golden. But Golden surviving as if he didn't get hit with nothing. Knee strike. Celebrates with the audience just a little bit. Waiting for it. Knee strike again outside the ring. Now we're seeing that classic wear down strategy by Golden as he's flipping the leg and he's going for the knee. And this submission hold, Freddy writhing in pain but able to just get those fists up. Freddy's just too long, too tall. But he was hobbling there. He was hobbling after that move, getting Golden back in the ring saying, I need some assistance, but he's a little too slow getting into the ring. Golden was almost ready for him, but he's now on his shoulders. What's Freddy thinking here? Drops Golden onto the ropes and goes for the pinfall. 1. And this time, Golden shows that he's got that temerity. He's got that heart to kick out as 1 as well. But I'll tell you what, he might not be kicking out if this move connects. Glam slam! Golden busted open. He's close to the ropes, but he's not getting a hand on it. 1, 2. Has to burn resiliency. Freddy surprised about that. We talked about it before, the tenacity, but maybe Golden has met his match. He's not undefeatable. We've seen him lose in the past to Splendid via via submission. Tonight, he's going up against unfamiliar territory. He's been in the ring once with Golden Freddy. But over the ropes and DDT onto the apron. Did you see him flip like a pancake? But again, Golden weakening that knee himself. He's missed 2 or 3 big knee moves, and we know to strike gold, he uses that knee. My worry is he hits that strike gold and he's not able to capitalize because of all the damage to the knee, and I think Freddy's starting to realize that as he's wrenching away at it. Pulling back at that knee over and over again, and now lifting Golden up. Toss him into the ring. Golden's gonna need not a miracle at this point, but he's hurting, and he's starting to hurt pretty bad. Freddy tried to jump off the ropes, which is crazy. Oh my gosh! Dropped Freddy on his neck, but here's the thing, he is an animatronic. So he still kicks out at 1. I'm not sure if he has a real neck. Some wiring may have gotten shuffled around, but it's unlike the pain. But I'll tell you what, the pain's gonna be real. No, it's not real right now. He got the reversal, and then he finally gets off of the ropes and a stunner from the ropes. And Golden, oh, he's in danger. Glam Rock on the second ropes. Elbow. I'm not sure if he got all of it. Might have hurt himself more than he hurt Golden, actually. On the ropes. Thinking, no, he is getting it. Oh my gosh. Twisted him right into the Glam Slam again. Golden might be out of this thing. 1, 2. Freddy pins the AWE OC champion. But now he has to contend with the Yakuza. Rough night for Golden. I guess he did fight a 7-foot-tall animatronic. That being said, he's got to come up with a new game plan because we may have just seen a kink in the armor of Golden, and that kink may be Glam Rock Freddy. Shot to the back. Freddy determined to run the gauntlet. Focusing on that midsection of Majima. and wheeling away, wrenching away, pulling back, and slams him right back down. Majima's got no offense in so far. And that's contrary to what we saw this past. No, hold on. Freddy, come on. He's pretty much almost across the ring, but he's just so tall he was able to get there. And here's the thing, Freddy, he's got to be heavy too. That's a heavy boy. Couple shots. Majima finally gets some reversal, finally gets some offense off on Freddy. Freddy's got that signature too, so I'll tell you what, he's in danger because if he turns him around, wait, hold on a minute, off the ropes, another stunner. And double axe handle to the forehead. Majima already, yo, Freddy is, he's like a bear gone rabid right now. As he's lifting Majima up, tossing him over onto the turnbuckle and throws him afterwards. Lifting him right back up. Oh! 1, 2. Oh, I'm glad Majima kicked out without resiliency, but he might need it after this. He's going. Glam. Oh, hold on. Wait. Majima blocked. He's able to get a couple shots into the candy-colored skeleton, or I guess exoskeleton, of Freddy, and now we're starting to see the Mad Dog go flying himself that back elbow. And just like that, he's got a signature, he's got a finisher, and he's going high. Can Majima take the W2? Night Frog Splash into the pin directly. Freddy does not have resiliency built up. 1, 2. I honestly thought he had him. In my time as a color commentator for the AWE, certainly and sincerely, I thought he had him. Oh, but he might have him here. Oof! Twisted right into that. Majima sends Freddy on a trip. Not to the back yet. But if that move connects again, it might be all she wrote. Majima, oh, we saw him do this to Mark. This is how he finished off Markiplier. Never saw it coming, back of the neck. Blindsided with that hit from the Mafia 3. My gosh. Majima might just be a unit as he's going up against. Hey! We are number one. We are number one. And at number 4, it is Robbie. Oh, rotten. As he's immediately pulled in, suckered in with a Hurricane Rana, and fist aplenty right to the top of the dome of Mr. Rotten. Off the ropes, big knee strike right to the jaw. So far, nobody's been able to win 2 matches in a row, but that could change tonight as Majima hits a nasty enziguri right to Robbie. And he's calling for him. The world excited for him. Flying! Almost got caught on the ropes there, but able to save himself at the last juncture. Majima is on fire. Is Robbie going to be able to get any offense on? Ooh! Ripcord forearm. And going for, oh my gosh, a figure 4 leg. Oh my gosh, hold on. Figure 4 locked in his knees. He's trying to be number 1, but he's still going after those knees of Robbie. Robbie able to get up to his feet. But Majima still in control, steps out of the way of the Yakuza, has himself an opportunity now, but Majima immediately reverses, saying, this is the power of the Mafia, this is the power of the Yakuza. Up, and oh, got him into the pinfall. Robbie, no resiliency, won, but it ain't nearly enough. It ain't nearly, wait, what is he, Majima? Okay! Alright, Majima! Can't say I know what that was, but I'll tell you what, mans knows how to dance, I guess. Couple shots right to the midsection. Robbie, shot to the gut. Turned around forearm. We saw, no, this was a turnaround clothesline. Put all of his power into it. And I'd like to point out right now, Robbie's getting thrashed. He's getting demolished. And at Ticket to Paradise, we could see the exact same scene. He's gasping for air. As he's climbing up to the top rope, we saw him do this before. He's got a picture-perfect frog splash. Gets all of it, every drop. And that is 1. That's 2. And that's not resiliency. That is honestly shocking to me. Honestly shocking, not for nothing. Oh, he was going for a finisher there. I'm not sure what he has in the corner. But Robbie reversed it. Robbie now, admittedly, has a chance. Little scoop slam. No, puts him in the Tree of Woe position. Hooks that leg, but didn't hook both of them. Majima able to get the counter. Turns him around. And a Russian leg sweep. Dropped with authority off the ropes. Ooh, but Robbie rolls out of the way. Moonsault does not connect. Tried to do that, but again, oh, he tried to go for the leg. Both tried to go for a move, missing wildly. Has him by the nose. And slaps his face. Double knees. And Robbie somehow, someway fighting through this. No resiliency. 1, 2. Kick out by Majima. Here's the thing. Big clothesline. He's got a signature and a finisher. And again, suckered in. Hurricane Rana. Couple shots to the head. They still have 2 opponents to get through. Von Lycan and Gin. But right now, Robbie in the corner. Monkey flip, shades of Mojo Jojo. Tried to go for a big chop. Robbie missing. Majima capitalizing, drop kick right behind the ear. This is what felt like to start a David versus Goliath battle. Not in terms of size, but in terms of fighting ability and prowess. Oh, no. Another one right to the arm. And this may be the end of Robbie tonight. Wait, he could reverse, and he does! This is the second reversal that he saved himself from, but right now, Majima still connecting with a flurry of offense. Majima thought about it for a second, says, I don't have the frog splash, but I can land this leg drop. And he's back in the corner again, going up to the top rope, but Robbie gets out of the way. He suckered him in. Oh, but once again, oh, he got out of the way of that too. Dodged the kick. Oh, but this could be bad. As he drops him there, and it's a standing moonsault. The combination killer for Robbie Rodden as he's trying to get himself back into the corner. Maybe exactly where Majima wants him. Yanking at that arm. The man representing Lazy Town versus everyone's favorite Yakuza. Kick to the midsection. We saw him do this before. Sunset flip. If he goes into the pin, he didn't. Did not go to the pin. Went right afterwards, though. And that is 1. That's 2. That's got to be resiliency from Robbie Rodden. It is. Majima has been able to retain his resiliency. And here's the thing. Majima has been wailing away at Robbie Rodden, but Robbie has exhibited some never say die attitude. In a chamber match, that might be enough to have somebody else attack the person who's hurting you. Finish them off while they're not distracted, then have you gather your strength. Oh, wait, able to get out of that. You to gather your strength and get a big W, trips him up, face first into the mat, lifting him right back up. What is Robbie thinking here? Kick to the gut. Face planted. Hold on. 1, 2. Majima burns resiliency. There's a world where Robbie Rodden pins Goro Majima. Do you believe? Flying through with that clothesline. Knee strike right to the throat. This has been an uphill battle for Robbie Rodden. He came in completely fresh. Hits a German of his own. Went for something there. Instead, tossed out of the ring. Majima rolls through. Lifting Rotten up, has him in the corner. Remember, he's got a finisher here, and it looks like this time he's using it. Ladies and gentlemen, down and planted head first, neck first. Robbie, it was good to see you in this gauntlet, but Goru wins too. Goro Majima picks off a second win, and last will be Von Lycan. Majima's got to fight a child. Gin, you're gonna have to show him what you got. Show him exactly what you can do. Trained by Uncle Iroh himself, but again suckered in by Majima. Majima's caught a lot of people with that move already. Will it happen to Von Lycan too if he's able to beat Gin? Goes underneath. Lifts him up, pop-up punch. Gin realizing the strength of this man. Clothesline turns him inside out. Gin wisely rolling to the outside, and we didn't see a lot of that from Robbie, but I'll tell you what, it seems like it didn't matter too much because he's not giving Gin a second to breathe. A couple shots to the head and face first into the mat on the outside. Try to send him face first into the post. Gin instead now has him where he might want him. Has him from behind this time. Reverse DDT, no. Ooh. Inverted suplex face buster. But a reversal. They can't send each other into the ring. They're struggling in that regard. Oh, again. Goes neck first. And this time he is, oh no, not sending him into the ring. He goes face first into the apron. Majima using his environment to his advantage, and I'd like to point out that is essential when you're inside that structure, that elimination chamber. You can send people into the pods. You can send them into the cage, that chain link. It's cut up, bruised up, superstars again and again. It's a nasty, nasty fall. It's a nasty, nasty landing. Ooh. Majima rolling out of the way of that drop kick. And that will be happening this Saturday. These two may be facing off in that chamber at the same time. Backstabber by Gin. Tiny knees directly pinpointing some of the areas of the spine. We know that Gin's backstabbers are, throws him in, are calculated. Knows where to hit folks to hurt the most thanks to Uncle Iroh. But I'll tell you what, it might not matter when you're in the ring against Majima. But Gin, he's no slouch. A part of the team that was able to dethrone the coldest day. Down, around, pop-up punch. Gin goes down. Gotta also remember Gin, winner of the Rumble in 2023. Oh, leaving it there. Hold on, Majima. That's not cool, Majima. But I'll tell you what, Gin may have bit off more than he can chew with this man. Majima's looking like a natural in there. But Gin keeps up, realizing the Majima was taking a little second to get up after that flashy move. The flashy moves move a little bit slower, and Gin realizing that, I'll try to go for a drop kick, but Majima pushes him out of the way. Even with one eye, he's able to see everything coming. As he's got Gin in the sky, no, slammed down. The Alabama slam, nasty from that man. It's a kick to the gut, and another one. Oh, he's not done yet. Over and leg drop, decapitating him on the rope. Goes for the pinfall, trying to burn resiliency on Gin early. 1, 2, wasn't able to do so. It's going to take a signature or finisher to try and finish him off. But he looks like he's going to go for it right now. Oh, dodge that drop kick. Gin has a chance. Lifting Majima up and a suplex. Remember, Majima does not have resiliency. If Gin moonsault from the middle rope stuns Majima. Majima doesn't know where he is. He's staring up at lights. That's not 3. I was going to say 3, but he kicked out man at 2.8. Goodness gracious. Here's the thing. Gin does have that signature. He was able to hit it. And he may try to do just that. Turns him around. Scoop slam. And goes to climb the middle rope. calls for Majima to get up. And it is drop kick right between the eyes. Majima's up again, and like Iroh, powerbomb, fireball directly into the pinfall. 1, 2, did he get him? He did! It's Cat Dog versus Wolf as Gin faces off with Von Lycan. Gin is hurting pretty bad. An incredible performance by Majima. He's going to be the one, I believe, to watch in this chamber match. That being said, our Wolf Butler could get hit immediately with the Cat's Claw, or, oh no, Gin, that was his one opportunity. And now the master of kicks. Gin might be in trouble. That being said, once again, trained by Uncle Iroh. That's not somebody to count out. There's a world where he pins Von Lycan. He won the Fatal 4-Way between Von Lycan, Golden, and Glamrock Freddy, sending Von Lycan flying. Beats that arm. Rolls out of the ring. And Gin saying, we'll take it outside and let's go flying. You ever seen a cat or a dog fly? You did today. The audience woofing, they're meowing as he's taking it to Von Lycan. He tried it, that finisher earlier, the reversal from Von Lycan may have been what we thought was the end of the road for Gin. However, it has only fueled him brighter. Von Lycan tossing Gin back in the ring, catching his breath just for a moment, but Gin uses that signature bar to stand up and hits a Hurricane Rana again. He's flinging Von Lycan all over the place. Kick to the gut. A couple shots to the Wolf. Reversal by Gin, and you have to remember, reversal right back by Von Lycan off the ropes. Ugh! The speed of that kick, drop kick drilling right into Gin. And a kick again. And another kick. And a clothesline. As I was saying, you have to remember, although you might be thinking Von Lycan's the more experienced fighter in the AWE, that's not the case. Gin has been here for ages. He's been through so much. He's been through being converged. He's been through winning the Rumble. He's been through training Archie with Uncle Iroh. He's been through a ladder match at AV Mania, and he's about to go through, I guess, really the trifecta. He's won the Rumble. He could win the golden ticket, but Von Lycan trying to make sure that doesn't happen, or at least make sure he doesn't have the momentum right now, because I want to point out he's got a signature, he's got a finisher, and it could be the beginning of the end for Gin. Snapping and double knees to the back. Gin is stunned. And unless he takes his sweet time, he's getting kicked right in the jaw. That's one, that's two, and that's resiliency from Gin. Here's the issue. Von Lycan, off the ropes, tried to go for that disaster kick. Misses. Gin still has an opportunity. He's got the finisher right now, and he hits. He missed the Cat's Claw. He missed the Cat's Claw, but he dodged Von Lycan's move. Tried to roll him up, tipped up, Enziguri. Gin's going crazy. Gin walking in. Drop kick. Lifting Von Lycan up. If he hits it, Cat's Claw this time does connect right across the face of Von Lycan. Gin trying to drag him to the center. This could be resiliency from the Wolf. 1, 2. If Gin wants to win this, it may take a miracle. If he reverses that signature, that might be the miracle he needs, but he cannot let Von Lycan hit it. Or it could be all she wrote. Oh no. Oh, there's a rope break. He survived. I wasn't sure Gin was getting out of that, actually. Gin's so beat up at this point. Von Lycan, I think, was going for that signature. Gin able to stop him before he hit it. But I'll tell you what, he's not stopping it this time. The shots, the combinations, and that kick right to the head. Gin's out cold. Ladies and gentlemen, put your 07s in chat because Von Lycan picks up the victory. What an incredible performance by Gin. But at the end, Von Lycan's nasty combination, his kicks, they might scare me just a little bit. They may scare me just a smidgen. However, what can I say except has not been in the AWE for that long, but could be your golden ticket. What a fun little gauntlet match. Number 6 took the victory. Will that be the same for the ladies tonight? We'll find out later, but the stars, they go black for now. We must continue on with our show because, you know, we we got a whole nother gauntlet to get through. These gauntlets they go for a little while. But as we've said before, at Ticket to Paradise, the Repaired will be going 2-on-2 against Wario and Waluigi Team Wa. I don't know who's gonna come out on top, but tonight, the great Gozu goes 1-on-1 with Wario, trying to get the advantage going into their match. So tonight, we'll see who gets the W as the stars go. Wait, that's fade to black. I don't want that. Stars, there we go. Stars go black. Not fade to black.
The following contest is scheduled for one.
And here he comes.
Absolution from Japan, weighing in at 421.
Repaired for a long time. Repairman almost found his way to Ticket to Paradise. Instead, he'll have to rely on his boys to pick up gold tonight. Or not tonight, but in 6 days' time. As they go 2-on-2 with the champions. You can throw it all away. When things break, things shatter. Ladies and gentlemen, only in me, it is the great Gozu, who has admittedly never held gold in the AWE. That could change. That could change at Ticket to Paradise. Wario.
And his opponent, representing the way from Germany, weighing in at 300 pounds.
Wario has never come out by himself. He's just walking out and saying, "Hello, I am Wario. It is me, Wario indeed." Okay. I don't think the people backstage even had a singles entrance for Wario. They were just like, "Get out there and we'll play some music." They didn't even play his tag team music. I don't know what they're doing. This is a really good song, though. It's a really good song, actually. You know what, Wario? Hey, maybe you'll keep it. It is a banger of a song. And you know what? He seems confident tonight. So the best of luck to Wario. Maybe he'll break the great Gozu as we begin. You know, he is kind of a big old meatball. Trying to immediately go for a bear hug. Did not work out. He gets clapped in the head. Great Gozu, someone who's oft or underestimated, dropped onto the ropes. Looking to prove why he deserves this tag team opportunity. I believe this March, the Repaired ended up beating Team Wa in non-championship action. And you know what? They had a pretty, excellent match doing so, and they're running it back in Ticket to Paradise. This time, titles on the line. Shot to the gut. And again, to the kidneys. Not really the kidneys. I guess it would, if he had turned around, it would be to the kidneys. That being said, plants him down. Wario trying to finish this thing off early, and we're already kind of, nope. Barely accounted to, I would say 2.001 as a heavy elbow drop connects. Oh, hold on, but a cheeky roll up here. One. And just one there. Both of them going for early roll-ups, but look at the power game by the great Gozu. Gozu takes him down. Wario slides outside of the ring. Gozu trying to follow him. Wario steps in, steps out. Hold on, Great Gozu trying to take him down. They're doing a little song and dance here. But Great Gozu able to meet Wario there. Waluigi and Skull probably watching intently backstage, going for an uppercut there, but Wario steps out of the way. I don't know if that was a good idea. Headbutt to a man with large horns on his head. I might have hurt Wario more than it hurt Gozu, not for nothing. Probably did. He floated to counter that. Insert some Mario sounds. Crazy. Great Gozu, I was gonna say, is getting beaten down right now by Wario, but that's not entirely true. Great Gozu still hanging in there with the tag team champion. Great Gozu a step faster, dropping him onto the knees. And you gotta remember, Wario had an injured midsection for the majority of the early part of this year and late last year. Essentially had to stop himself from competing for a while, and it looks like the Great Gozu is targeting that right now. 2 times in a row, went for the power bomb, and he's going to the top rope, still targeting that midsection of Wario, who's starting to turn around, says, get up, and a double... Look for a double forearm splash, but instead... Ugh, that might have been worse for him. German suplex on the back of the neck. Goodness gracious. Lifted up on the shoulders. Wario might not know where he is right now as he's dropped right onto the ropes. Great Gozu exhibiting professional wrestling expertise right now. Oh, wait, able to duck out of the way of that. That looked like it was about to be the end of days for him. Looked like a Samoan drop, turned into some sort of slam instead. As he's stomping on the back of the arm, Great Gozu's probably slowly starting to work up the signature. Wario's had one for a minute, but right now, it's the Great Gozu in full control of the tag team champion. Stomp to the face. Turned around. Turned him around again. Stomped right on the top of the dome. Wario almost, count him, almost stunned. But if this move connects, oh my gosh. He reversed the signature. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one. It's just one. That did wonders for the match for Wario. May have saved himself, especially if this move connects. Up and through with that power bomb. And here's the thing, Gozu does not have resiliency right now. He does not have resiliency, and if this move hits, he's gonna need it. Tossed in, pop up, power bomb. He just has enough. But is it enough to 1, enough to 2, enough to burn resiliency? It is. Gozu rolls out of this one just like that. Wario's come back and he's staying on top of the Great Gozu, saying, Ultimate Wrestler, let me show you how it's really done. Dives at him, double axe handle, but he gets caught with a fist. A big meaty fist from the Great Gozu. Wario's still able to turn him around. German suplex, his head collided with the announcer's table. But again, this time Wario's head collides with the mat outside as he misses that headbutt. He's getting dragged over to back inside the ring. I'd like to point out at this juncture, the Great Gozu's the one now with the finisher. If he's able to hit it on Wario, Wario not letting it happen. Instead starting an exchange of blows, saying, let's see who's the strongest between us. The two powerhouses of their team. Double shot by Wario. Shot by the Great Gozu. Firing right back. Again, Wario catches it. Actually, Wario in firm control right now of this exchange of blows. Great Gozu saying, give me another one. Maybe baited him in this time. But look at that. Gozu stunned. And because of it, Wario has the finisher. Combination. Tosses him into the ropes. Pop up. Power bomb again. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, and that's the end for the Great Gozu. Wario holding his midsection. He's hurting bad after that. Wait, he's really hurting bad after that. Ugh. Is he okay? We might have to watch that. His midsection, we know he's had problems with that midsection before. He was able to pick up the win tonight, but he's struggling out of here. Yes, this happened Friday. That much did indeed happen Friday. Goodness gracious. I'm sure the medics will check on him, but as the stars go, Wario struggling to the back after that fight. We saw it, he powerbombed him over and over and over and over and over again. That much is the truth. This time, will Merrin actually be fighting? Is the real question. It is Merrin versus Hu Tao, 1-on-1. I do hope Wario's okay. I wasn't expecting that. He was really holding... He was struggling to get out of the ring and walk on his own. He was able to get to the back on his own, but still. They're gonna have to check on him. This is days before. And that's the danger about competing like this. This is the danger of competing days before Ticket to Paradise. You could end up with an injury. You could be hurting bad. We have great medics. We have great healers in the back, but we can only hope that Wario is okay to fight this fight as the stars go. Black for Hu Tao versus Merrin. Merrin is coming out first this time, maybe alone or maybe with Panette alone. Tag Team Championship on her waist for her third reign as Tag Team Champ. There's a world where this one ends quickly. Will it happen? We'll see. Ticket to Paradise. She held it down, she said, 3 times for a reason. One of the coolest kick in town, and admittedly one of the coolest competitors in the AWE. Merrin. Let's see if she's able to do it. Panette ended up fighting Bernice. Bernice almost able to turn the tides in that fight. Played mind games, but in the end, the numbers advantage proved too much, and Bernice took the pinfall to Panette. Tonight, Merrin says, oh yeah, I'll actually fight, get a little warm-up. Coolest kick in town versus the last will. Anybody would pay to see this match. We've seen it once in the past, just one time in the past, and I believe Merrin did not have a great time in that fight. Will she be able to take the W tonight is the real question. We'll find out. These two teams are going toe-to-toe this Saturday night for the AWE Tag Team Championships in WWE 2K25. 30 minutes. No disqualifications. Iron Woman Tag Team match. They can go under the ring, they can get weapons if they want to. We'll see how it all plays out. As Hu Tao, her opponent,
and representing the tribe,
enters the ring. No shenanigans, it looks like. Hey, whose rusted down car is that? Who parked that there? It's been there, I think, really since the beginning of Rebellion, but I'll tell you what. Somebody needs to get that thing. It's not mine. Oh, Hu Tao. Now, let's talk about Hu Tao. Hu Tao's a sleeper pick. Hu Tao is indeed certainly a sleeper pick when it comes to the Flame Tribe. Some people say she's secretly the best. She has pinned Rinka. That is the truth. It was a Fatal 4-Way match, but she did indeed pin Rinka at the end of it. She won that Fatal 4-Way match. That being said, she also destroyed Sayaka Maizono, who will be fighting her faction mate Yukiko at Ticket to Paradise. Yukiko, who will be revealing her her match stipulation this week. It's 1v1. Merrin, ooh, Hu Tao both going for shots. Merrin falling to one knee though, giving Hu Tao the advantage early on. Ripping at the back, trying to, it looks like she was trying to rip the strings holding together the outfit as she's going wild. Merrin throwing fist aplenty, rolling back, and an uppercut. Just like that. Power bomb. Merrin rolls through. Kick to the side, kick to the knee. Ooh, and a tackle. Taking down Merrin off the ropes too. Not standing, springboard moonsault. And now we're seeing Merrin with the combinations. This has been, I feel like at the start, the most back and forth match that we've had tonight. However, that back and forth may be ending in just a moment because it's turning into all Merrin. But a cheeky roll-up. A cheeky roll-up that might get Merrin enough to get a signature. That's the last thing you want to see. Rolled through. Kick to the midsection. Merrin was thinking about that SOS. But the combinations, Hu Tao saves herself, drives her. Drives her down, and now there's really more history. The combination of those in the ring. When the Racket Assault ended their fantastic streak, clothesline of, I believe, 427 days. Another tackle. It was Hu Tao with a twisting, turning tombstone to pin Merrin for those championships. And right now, I was saying it was back and forth between these two, and right now, it has turned itself around. Both now have signatures. Up and high cross. Right into the pinfall. Merrin might have to burn resiliency already. 1, 2, didn't. Tag team champion. Longest reigning and the only 3-time tag team champion. And she's setting up for that last will. Merrin might be in dire straits. Steps out of the way of it. Reversing that last will. And she may be going. Ooh, big splash and a punch right to the jaw afterwards. Wait, Burnus? Burnus in here. Now playing mind games, allowing Hu Tao to hit Merrin from behind. They pulled one over on Burnus last week, but, I'm sorry, not last week, a couple of weeks ago, but now look at this. Hu Tao in a much needed, she was almost about to be hit. Ooh, missing wildly. She was about to be hit with, that boom drop from Merrin, but instead, because of Burnus running in, she's calling for Merrin to get up, dives through the rope, but Merrin steps out of the way. Hu Tao was able to work up another last will thanks to Bernice and her interference. But look who's standing. Waiting for her to get back in the ring. Throws her into, no, not the corner. Instead, last will! Right on the nose. 1, 2, and that is resiliency. I'd like to point out Hu Tao's looking incredibly fresh right now. Up on the top rope. Ooh, no, not a 450. Twisted into it and may have twisted the elbow right into the ribs. Merrin, she might not. I was gonna say she might not kick out. I don't know how she did. After that top rope maneuver, usually after a finisher, if someone goes top rope, it's the end of the match. It's all she wrote. And Hu Tao's not letting up. Hu Tao knows at this point, it's all, oh, it was all she wrote for a moment there. Twisting, turning, kick to the gut, DDT. You can't count Merrin out yet. She goes off the rope herself. Drop kick to Hu Tao. Oh, but a reversal, cheeky roll up. 1, 2, and she had her buttoned up nice. Hu Tao takes the victory, and it's like that. It's just like that could score you a pinfall at Ticket to Paradise. Hu Tao and Burnus this time get the jump on Merrin as Panette's watching backstage. Oh my. I can't wait to see those two teams go wild at Ticket to Paradise. They were already really not friends, but I'll tell you what. Y'all, we're in for a treat at Ticket to Paradise. We have one more gauntlet match to close off our show tonight. All the ladies in the golden ticket match are about to show up and show out. 6 superstars. Who will win? Let's find out. I'm excited. We have Ashi, we got Charlie, we got Sage, we have Kizzy, we have Francisca Von Karma, and we have Father. 6 competitors. One will win. Who will it be? Let's find out. We don't even know who's gonna start. And that's like one of those things because when you start is so important, especially for Elimination Chamber. I'm excited to find out, and we're about to find out as the stars go. Black. One more time.
Is a gauntlet match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Elimination can occur by pinfall, submission, or disqualification. The match continues until one superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner. And who draws number 1 tonight? Dang. Both of our OCs are in the starting too. Golden came out second, but Ashi's coming out first tonight. Will that be their fate at Ticket to Paradise? Ashi has chamber experience, which is more than a lot of the folks in this match can say. The Elimination Chamber match is kind of a match that we keep like... Lo and behold, it's one of our least used match types. It only comes out at Ticket to Paradise for the most part. However, in OC action, we've seen an Elimination Chamber match for the OC Championship. Ashi was this close, but an alliance between Stell and the Fractured Beast saw her fall. This time, it doesn't look like there's any alliances. This time, it's everyone for themselves. And this time, Ashi looks to become Miss Golden Ticket. Can she do it? Let's see, as she's up against... And from France,
number 20. Father has won 2 Gauntlet Eliminators. One from the number 1 position, one from the number 20 position. The number 20 position giving her this match. And by number 20 position, the one that she won from number 1, 10-woman gauntlet. The one that she won from number 20, 20-woman gauntlet. One a much less impressive feat, but it's given her her right to fight in this golden ticket match. Ashi, Father, start this thing off. And they start it off right now. Missing that super kick. Ashi off the ropes. Father gets dropped. And wrenching at the... Oh my gosh, biting the hands. Ashi willing to play dirty and anything goes inside that chamber. There are no disqualifications. As we get whipped around. Going all over the place. And tossed against the ropes. Ashi taking it to Father. Goes under. But a reversal, raking at the eye, it looked like. Dirty moves. I guess turnabout is fair play going underneath. Going over. Caught her. German. Right to Ashi. And German suplex as well. That's one. That's just one. Kick to the gut. Missed. Elbow to the knee. And sends her back down directly into the pinfall. One. And a kick out. Early pinfalls, they can get you an early win, save you some time in a gauntlet match, but it's always a risk because it gives your opponent a little bit more bar to work with. Ashi getting dragged over to the corner. These two incredibly even so far. Big chops, big hits, and this is that unrelenting fury that we've seen from Father. And face first goes Ashi into the mat. Ashi with a reversal, much needed, and she's got the signature if he's able. Oh, if she's able to hit it. This could turn everything around. Ooh, drop kick to the face, but Father stands up before Ashi, but Ashi with a deep arm drag. Wailing away at the head of Father. Father standing back up. Kick to the gut. Couple shots. Father breaks the combo. Lifting Ashi up. Alabama. Ooh, no, not an Alabama slam. Dropped Ashi on her head. Ashi rolls out of the way. Ashi refusing to use that signature bar, but she may need to do it at some point. That DDT nasty as she's in the pin. That's one. But it's just one. It is just one. Ashi actually using that signature bar. We said she might need to do it. Father was at a mean combination of moves. Relentless in their effect. Missing that grab, and instead, a drop kick right to the head. We're at one. But we're still just at one. Fireball built up. Will she use it is the real question. Reversal from Father. Kick to the gut, but Ashi with the reversal of Sig. Turned around. Father not reversing the Sig. Instead, she's down, and it looks like she's low-key out at this point. No resiliency. 1, 2. Kick out. Not enough yet. Ashi may be thinking about rolling the film. Dragging her over to the corner. Maybe not thinking about rolling the film. Instead just has Father up here. Going for a scoop slam. Gets all of it. And climbs up to the top rope. What is Ashi doing? The superstar, the diva of the AWE. Oh my gosh. Reversed into a scoop slam. And Father, relentless. Going for the pin, realizing Ashi doesn't have resiliency built up, but Ashi saying, no, I ain't done yet. Ain't done yet. It has been a story of finisher and signature reversals between these two. Shot to the back. Ashi now has that finisher, and again reversed by Father. Still has the finisher in effect, though. Sweeping the leg, rolling through Boston Crab. Ashi scrambling for that bottom rope, but able to turn herself around and gets a kick right under the jaw of Father. Honestly, low-key, these two are putting on an unashamed, unabashed banger. Ashi able to get behind Father, goes after the knee, takes down the towering woman. Waits for her to get up, turns her around one more time, almost has a signature built up, and a shot right to the back of the knee. Oh, but a cheeky roll-up there by Father. 1, 2. For a moment we thought she stole it. For a moment we thought it was all over, and another kick to the spine. The damage starting to rack up. Tossed into the ropes. Goes underneath. Reversal by Ashi. Oh, but a super kick connects. It has been truly back and forth between these two to start off this this gauntlet match. Drop kick connects. Picture perfect. Danced on those ropes to get there. Father lifted right back up. Getting dragged to the corner. Turns her around. Oh, but not stunned. Not stunned is the story. Begging for her to get up. Last time it resulted in a scoop slam. This time, neck breaker. Blockbuster. Dragging Father center of the ring. And it is 1, 2. Resiliency burned. Ashi looking to put Father away. Big momentum getting this W into the corner. Oh, but a knee strike right to the jaw. Ashi now in the corner herself. Reversing right back is Ashi. Ashi realizing this signature could be the end of the match, could spell the end of Father in this gauntlet. Up on the top rope. Oh, but reversal, no! Kick right to the, and a double knee face buster, lured Father in, goes for the pin. 1, 2, and that is all she wrote. Ashi picks up the first win. But has to go toe-to-toe now. Oh, Lord. At the very least, Ashi is confident. However, Sage might be built different. Off the ropes. Ooh, maybe not. Here's the thing, Ashi does still have that finisher. Going for that scoop slam. If she's able to go back to the top rope, and it looks like that's exactly what she's doing, she's trying to hit that blockbuster again. Begs for Sage to get up saying, hey, I'm hurting a little bit. Blockbuster gets all of it. Immediately dragging Sage back down. 1, 2. Kick out. Kick out at 2. Off the ropes. Moonsault connects. Not giving Sage a second to breathe. Goes for another pin. 1, but this time just 1. Ashi beside herself. Saying I almost had her and then I had her even less that time. How does that work? A neck breaker. Oh, but a kick to the head by Sage. That's the last thing Ashi wanted after fighting a back and forth match with Father. You don't want to be with your back against the wall against Sage, the person who decimated Kim Possible. Kick to the shoulder. And this time a shot to the elbow. Going after the knee. Sage literally tearing apart every ligament in the body of Ashi. Every muscle slowly being worn down and worn away. Elbow drop to the knee. And a big kick to the thigh. And now Ashi's stunned, and that's the last place you want to be after you fought a match already. Off the ropes. This time the DDT connects. Spiked into the mat and rolled up. No resiliency right now. 1, 2. Kicked out. Still survived, and at the very least now Ashi does have resiliency. Sage, however, is very close to his signature. That's the last thing Ashi wanted to see happen. Still, it has happened now. Oh, able to block. Ashi also has a signature about worked up, but not there yet, and another block there by Sage. The daughter of Eggman looking to take out the Diva. Lifted right back up. Up and down. Planted. And dragged towards the center of the ring. Going for a finisher or just going for a pin is the real question. Oh, going for that slam with authority. That's 1, that's 2, and that's definitely resiliency from Ashi. Ashi has been through so much. And Sage is calling for this thing to end. But Ashi not giving up. Kick to the gut, saying, hey, maybe that'll be enough. Maybe that's enough to put this AI down. No, still just 1. Ashi scrappy. If Ashi can get a couple good moves in here, she could build herself up a finisher. But Sage, an elbow right to the eye. And these combinations so close to the ropes. And the power right onto the knee. Oh, God. That's 1. That's 2. That might be all she wrote for Ashi. It is 3. Ashi with an incredible performance in the first spot, but both number 1 and number 2 gone. And Sage, honestly, still pretty fresh for Kizzy. Kizzy, who we said earlier just got her aura back. Is her aura about to go down the drain with Sage flushing it? We're about to find out. Kizzy, Sage. The first time these two have ever been in the ring together. As Sage missing that DDT again. Kizzy realizing she's got to put some Kizzy kicks on the table. Plucks the leg, does a little dance. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Kizzy, and she's back. Big boot. And goes for a pinfall early, realizing Sage, I don't know, maybe a little down now. No. Kick out. Kizzy gonna do a lot more than that. Wailing away, mounting and planting punches and slapping. Sage right in the chest, stomps on the arm, and a kick to the gut. Waiting for Sage to get up. I'm not sure what Kizzy is thinking here. Face first. I think Kizzy's trying to take this nice and slow so there's no shot that Sage can do any damage to her. Right now, Kizzy is entirely and completely fresh. Turned around. Turned back around. And now going after the leg. Ooh, but pushed away. Sage missing with that boot, giving Kizzy an opportunity to pluck her up in the sky, but into a reverse DDT. Reversed by Sage. Sage realizing, all right, I got the signature. It's potentially time to put Kizzy away. Face first goes Kizuna. And we saw her do this to Kim. Ugh! That double stomp, step up, double stomp. Your face goes into a mat and it don't look pretty. And it's not looking good for Kizzy right now either, as the hands right into the throat of Kizuna sends her down and goes for the pin right afterwards. It honestly could be resiliency from Kizzy already. And it is. There's a world Sage makes it through this match too. We talked about it before. Sage dominating Kim Possible. None of us were ready for it. Not a soul was ready for it. I'm not sure what Kizzy can do in this fight. Turn Sage around. Rage is up. That's what Kizzy can do. Kizzy said, all right, I understand. Sage with the reversal. Sage with the reversal. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I think we might just be looking at the new Miss Golden Ticket. Sage, I don't know what happened between that triple threat match and now, but since fighting Kim Possible, it seems like it's impossible to get one over on Sage. Kizzy gets the catch. Trying to stun Sage. It might be Kizzy's last opportunity to get ahead in this fight, admittedly. Firing back. Hold on. Both wailing away at each other. Nobody's stunned. Who comes back to their senses first? It's Kizzy. Off the ropes. Goes underneath. And plucks the leg. And again, walking on the back of Sage. You don't want to make this AI angry. Into the elbow. Almost slapped the taste out of Sage's mouth. And I think Kizzy knows there's going to be an uphill battle, especially with those legs going to the face. And again, right to the throat, ladies and gentlemen. Kizzy's out. Kizzy's out of this one. Oh my gosh, Sage. 1, 2, 3. Sage looks for another victim, and the next victim could be Charlotte. Charlie? I don't know what you can do here. Sage already has a signature. There's a world where Sage uses that signature finisher and you might be curtains. It might be a bad time for you. Grabbing the arm up on the ropes. Deep arm drag right back down. Going for the pin, saying, hey, I need to burn resiliency somehow. Please, just burn it right now. 1, 2. Still no. Charlie tried. Charlie was like, maybe exhausted. At least it was a 2 count this time. Stomp to the chest. Kick into the gut. Charlie going top rope, high risk. Will there be a reward? Begging, pleading for Sage to get up and to stay down after this. Caught Charlotte out of that crossbody and slams her right down. Charlie stands right back up, but this time against Sage, catching an arm drag of her own, y'all. Sage is built different. This is a gauntlet match. She came in at number 3. Charlotte's number 5, and she's backing into the corner. Charlie trying to prop herself up, saying, no, 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 not that double stomp. Oh, no. Oh, no, not to the skies. Oh, no, what is Sage thinking here? Genuine concern on the faces of the members of our audiences. So no! It looked like a top rope Falcon Zero almost won. Charlie not giving up, though. That being said, oh, she was going for that claw slam, but Charlie with the reversal. Charlie needed to reverse that finisher. That was Charlie's main, I won't say only hope, but that was the main hope. Again, Charlie from the corner, taking Sage down. Charlie being extremely careful, but not careful enough because Sage, again, back in control. Power, dominance. Learned it from her father. Her father who just recently pinned. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I'm not sure if Sage has a resiliency right now. Kicked out. Didn't need it. But Charlie not giving Sage a moment to breathe. That's how you do it. Charlie realizing, get all the offense in, build up the signature finisher, win the match. But here's the thing, there's no countouts in this gauntlet match. They still have one competitor left. Charlie realizes, hey, if I pin Sage, though, that's an accomplishment in itself. Oh, but look at that, the wheelbarrow, deep arm drag. Now the shots to the back. Reverse DDT. And goes for the pinfall, but rope break is on. Little rope break there. Sage got a ring IQ. There will be no rope breaks. Wait a minute. Up. Ooh! Snapshot. She's on the front page. 1, 2. Sage finally burns resiliency. Charlie has a chance. Charlie may survive the dominant force. Hey, you know, at this point, I feel like we got to see Sage versus Rinka. Tried to go for a big frog splash on the outside. Did not work out in her favor. Lifted right back up and turned around. Sage with a headbutt right to the spine. Nasty, brutal, and uncomfortable. Sage is trying to dismantle Charlie, saying, hey, you weren't supposed to burn my resiliency. Now I'll destroy you on the outside. And I'll finish you once and for all. Sends her back into the ring. It's Sage's world. The AWE is Sage's world now as she spikes Charlotte's head into the mat. Charlotte trying to get up, slowly getting to her feet. But again, as we've seen from every other fight, Sage knows what she's doing. Wait, Charlie, big reversal. Charlie doesn't have a signature or finisher anymore, though. Sage worked that away from her, and Sage is now the one with the finisher. Charlie is fighting an uphill battle. It doesn't look like Charlie's fighting an uphill battle, but against Sage, it is indeed an uphill battle. Hold on a second. Face first. Into the mat. Charlotte thinking here. Charlie realizing, gotta take her sweet time. Has the signature in the head. Goes flying around. Hurricane Rana. Stomp to the gut. Standing. Ooh, oh my gosh. Moonsault turned elbow. I'm not sure Sage was expecting that. Sage, I think, could have reversed the moonsault, but the combination move. The quick thinking by Charlie gives her the victory over Sage. And did you see that stare down at the end there? The stare down between Sage and Charlotte. Charlotte saying, hey, I'm here to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. Wait a minute. Starting off immediately, finisher. Front page. She calls it the news flash, but Von Karma kicks out saying, all right, look, all right, you hit me with your best shot immediately. Makes sense. Bulldog by Von Karma. And a kick right to the head. Pushing her away. Von Karma realizing this is a very vulnerable Charlotte who went through an incredibly gruesome match with, gruesome match with Sage. And she's hurting bad, but Von Karma does not care. Wait, reversal again by Charlotte. Knee right to the head. Von Karma's actually almost stunned, and Charlie, I think, realizing that, running from corner to corner. Ooh, big crossbody. May have hurt herself on the way down, but I think Von Karma realized that, gets the leg up, and now is looking to decimate Charlie, sends her towards the other barricade. A kick right to the back. Turns her around and stomps on the arm, forcing Charlie to use some of that signature bar and throws her into the barricade. Von Karma can be the nastiest player in the game if you let her. A kick and another kick, stunning Charlotte outside the ring. This is a relentless, oh, it is relentless. Look at this. Figure 4 on the outside. We already know Charlotte's exhausted from fighting Sage. Sage was proved to be a dominant in the AWE after the performance in this gauntlet, after the fight with Kim Possible. Charlotte was able to quell the beast, quell the AI, but has to now contend with the law, contend with Von Karma. Will she face instant karma, or will Charlie prove that she's got a lot left in the tank, that she can be the future of the AWE? I'll try to go for a German. Instead, a shot to the back by Von Karma. Von Karma looking to send Charlie for a trip. Bam! Atomic drop. Felt that. And I was going to say knee by Von Karma. Charlie rolls out of the way. Von Karma came down hard on that knee, too. You saw her fumble a little bit, but able to kick right back up into a submission by Charlotte. Both nailing submissions on the outside. It's pink versus baby blue as this match rolls on. Charlotte rolling. Big clothesline by Von Karma. And looking to put Charlotte away with that knee. Stomp to the back. And she's going top rope. If this hits, Charlotte might burn resiliency. She's been hurt so bad, but it does not hit. Gets out of the way. Charlotte survives. Can she win this thing? Tried to scoop her, but a reversal by Von Karma as well. These two apparently know each other so well. 1, 2, and that is not resilient. She survived. Hold on. Hold on a second. I thought that was going to be resiliency, like guaranteed, but somehow she made it through that. Somehow she was able to overcome. Somehow she was able to make it. And another shot in between the legs. Lifting Charlie up. Charlie worse for wear at this point, getting dragged over to the ropes. What is Von Karma thinking? Whatever she's thinking, it might be over. Charlie, with that hit, has earned a signature and a finisher. Goes underneath. Goes over top. And a Luthes press right to the face of Von Karma. Goes for the pinfall right afterwards, saying, hey, burn resiliency for me. This is a risky strategy. 1, 2, and it does not work out in her favor. Built up a lot of bar for Von Karma for her to not waste, for her to use to get the advantage in this fight. As the signature gets reversed, the last thing you want to see if you're Charlotte, turns her around though. And newsflash, into the pin. 1, 2, doesn't have resiliency. 3, she stole it. Charlotte did it. The News Ace Charlotte pinned Sage, and when we thought Von Karma had this thing, hit the news flash immediately. Von Karma kicked out at 1. Charlotte kept fighting. Von Karma fought back, and in a shocking turn of events, Charlotte takes the win. Charlotte tonight proving that she might be a new face yonder these parts, but she can go. A worn down Charlotte who fought a dominant Sage, went all around the ring, got caught in a figure 4 outside as Von Karma kipped up, caught her in a crossface. These two, we gotta see these two go at it one-on-one at some point, not for nothing, but I'll tell you what, Charlotte, the best of luck to her, as she's got momentum going in to Ticket to Paradise. That, however, is our Night of Rebellion. What a show. As we just saw, Charlotte in this big old line of ladies was able to take the W. Von Karma took the pin at the very end. Merrin got played around with by Bernice, distracted, so Hu Tao get a cheap shot from behind. And at the end of the day, Hu Tao was able to roll Merrin up for the victory. A pinfall is a pinfall, and you're gonna need a lot of them in a 30-minute Iron Woman tag team match where anything goes. The great Gozu and Wario went toe-to-toe, but Wario took the victory, but walked out worse for Wario wear. He was hurting in his chest. I've never seen anybody walk to the back like that. The referee tried to check on him, but he was stumbling outside of the ring. Von Lycan entered last as 1v1v1v1. It was a crazy, a gauntlet match, but a standardish gauntlet match. And lastly, Leon answered the open challenge and pretty much destroyed, destroyed King Dedede. Tragic for him, however, let's check out our news real quick. There's no news. There's no news. There was actually no news. That's that's not a first, but like there was no news today, and that's kind of crazy to me. We'll check out the. We don't really need to check out the roster. I guess we can end. Put me back on the screen. Next, or I guess this coming Friday, is the last episode before Ticket to Paradise, as the stars go. Black. Realized I never said the stars go black. I just said the stars go. Anywho, Ticket to Paradise is this this Saturday. Tonight we will get the War Games advantage. Who will it go to? Will it go to Team Miku or Team Cherry? Each competitor, or I guess each team, will send one person to go one-on-one. The others will be ringside, and it should be a fantastic time. We got a whole bunch of other stuff. Yukiko finally announces what kind of match she will be fighting Sayaka in, as she has the choice going into Ticket to Paradise. Those two face off this Friday, one day before Ticket to Paradise. It's crazy. And after what we saw tonight, golden ticket matches, I'm sure we're all looking forward to them. However, I've got to take off. Until then, remember, this Saturday, Ticket to Paradise. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.